basically.
The consistency docket. So, oh my gosh. Just going over the last 3 years in general, I have shown up rain or shine, no matter where I'm at in my menstrual cycle, to host a weekly event for 3 years. I've missed under 10 walks of 156. Think about that for a moment. Just let that sink in. Imagine physically showing up, waking up at 6 in the morning, getting dressed, getting ready, driving out to host a 5-mile walk Saturday at 8 in the morning every week for 3 years, missing 10 or less. No matter what my mood is, no matter the amount of energy I have, no matter where I'm at in my cycle, I was there. And it's pretty bittersweet. We're recording this right now because my last walk as the host of the Austin Walk is going to be this Saturday on the 3rd year anniversary. And of course, I'm finding this realization completely unrelated, right? But it's all connected at this time. So that's one of the things in the consistency docket. Not only hosting, but marketing it, writing about it, sharing the magic of it, coaching my other hosts in other cities. So much effort, community management goes into the walks, and I've been doing it every week for 3 years. Wow. So that's one huge one that also requires a lot of my energy and my physical presence. And the walks aren't just like the one thing I do. I do so many other things, which leads me to number 2 in the consistency docket. Great Morning, which is our gratitude community. When I quit my job about a month or 2 into what I thought was me doing nothing, which absolutely wasn't me doing nothing, but it felt like nothing at the time because I was so used to being like out of alignment with my own natural energy that even just like trading things I hated doing at Meta for things that I really liked doing on my own felt like doing nothing. But as we all know, when you're creating projects, showing up and doing, you're not being. So Great Morning, we hosted 230 calls. That's almost a full year of showing up every single weekday, okay, 5 times a week at 8 in the morning for 30 minutes to go through a gratitude affirmations routine. This was both of these things, the walk and Great Morning, were out of a place of like deep service. And we're really out of a place of this needs to exist. And I'm going to create this space for other people to enjoy. Of course, we both get really incredible things out of both of them. But there is definitely a point where it shifts from being about our nourishment to the nourishment of the collective. And so what I'm saying here is, yes, I'm showing up and yes, I'm hosting because I do receive some level of like excitement and joy. But very quickly into the process, it shifts from being about our excitement to holding space for other people because we just feel like that should exist and we want to support people so much.
Going there to serve.
We're going there to serve.
We're clocking in.
We're clocking in, exactly. And it works. The walks work, Great Morning worked, everything. So that's one of the other things of the consistency docket. The other thing is this show. So we took some time off. That was definitely led by me because I was just not in the mood to record. Like
burnt out.
Yeah, I was burnt out. Exactly.
And let me also add something else to that docket. You are nonstop every day creating and tweeting.
Yeah.
And doing things. And part of that is just following your creative flow, but also there has been this relationship you formed with social media over the past decade plus where you've shown up so consistently that there's also this kind of expectation you feel others have to make sure that you keep posting often. And that is, I think, something that hasn't been looked at as much than other things recently, but is huge. Like you're writing, I mean, at least 5 hours a day, right?
Probably
more than that. And that's even when you're working full time.
Yes.
And now you've probably ramped it up even more.
Right.
Like you are either writing, researching certain topics, like all day. That's what you do. You're still kind of working a full-time job.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We're just not allowing ourselves to be paid properly for it.
Yeah.
So it hasn't ended. One thing I do want to bring, I want to bring this right back to you in just a second, but I know there are, in particular, women watching this and hearing us talk about the walks, talk about Great Morning, and they're like, yeah, I've been doing the same. It's called 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
I'm waking up at 6. I've been getting ready, no matter how I'm feeling, no matter what period it is in my menstrual cycle. I get up, I go. We understand. The entire society has been made for the extreme, I would call profane, which is another word for toxic, masculine. And we've put women to have to fit in a box that isn't meant for them, that isn't natural.
Yeah.
Right? This is, I mean, it's so obvious when a woman is about to have a kid. It's like, okay, you get maybe a few weeks before the kid, if that, maybe a few days. And then if you're lucky, good business, a few weeks after you have the kid, if that. That's not the human experience here.
Right.
And so we say all this with immense amount of grace and compassion, and also with, I believe, the technological rise of AI and everything else going on in society. We're about to go through a large shift. We can completely reimagine the system and economy so that we can work to the strengths of both genders, where both can have an equal, very valuable part of what we create the future to be in a way that is accessible to whatever their unique cycle may be,
Right.
to promote the most creativity, to promote the most efficiency, so that they can still have their life, they can still have space while also doing incredible work to move society forward.
Right.
So that, as you're speaking, I'm hearing it already. People be like, well, of course, I've been doing that for such a long time. This woman has done so much. And can I tell a story that you've done for quite a while?
Oh, sure.
In your past? She doesn't really tell anyone this. But, and I think I've told 2 people this week because of how incredible it is. She has been like this probably since you were like 10 years old.
Yeah, definitely.
You're doing something at all given times. There was a summer where she lived with her grandmother in Indiana, and she became one of the biggest YouTube accounts online because the moment a new song would release, she would create those lyric videos where it would just be just made in iMovie. Every lyric, every word in that song was written down kind of like a slideshow almost, and it would keep rolling and rolling at the same pace of the song as the words are being said.
Yeah.
And so as soon as a new hit song would come out, she would rush to her computer, write down for hours upon hours
iMovie
to create a YouTube account that had millions of followers, millions of subscribers that were never monetized, never paid for, never got anything out of, no sponsorships, no anything.
Yeah.
She has just been a worker bee her entire life. And after that happened, she was, A+ student, always doing extra things. Like she had jobs in high school. She had things like, won every award, like hyper productivity to the masses. And then it went on in college, went on in a job at Facebook, and then other things on top of that. It wasn't enough. We did the walks, we did other things. We had a writing career online, all these other things. I feel like you're consulting and also coaching people for free, just not even thinking about it. And then after you quit, all those things, what felt like almost doubled. Maybe you weren't working for Zuckerberg anymore, but you still had so much on your plate. There was never time just to breathe.
Yeah.